Hey everybody, it's Rick OShay playing MPQ, Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on the video. Once again, there's some good action lined up for us today. The Fight and Flight event in the Versus is open, featuring 4-star Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel. It is awesome, and it is a huge fight back and forth for one of the best 4-stars in the game. Let me know how it's going for you. I just got started in there, and we will get through some other stuff and then get into some PvP action in the Carol side of things. And real quick, I'm having a little trouble viewing the chat today. It's a little bit different, but if you are on the chat, thank you for saying hello to everyone else, and I'll do my best to try to get it up and read as we go. So we'll see, but thank you so much. I see we getting some activity in there, so if you guys could communicate with each other until I get in there, that would be so great. Big Bang Theory, the event featuring Medusa, is over. Had a great run in that one. Got a top 5 finishing clearance level 9 for some good rewards, including a couple of covers for Carol. So we'll get into that action in a little bit. Let's start in the story mode and wipe out a couple of Deadpool's daily nodes, and we'll even do the crash today because I usually wait for one of the last days in the 5-day cycle to do the crash, but we've got so much coming up in a couple days with the announcement of the MPQ anniversary and new characters and all kinds of vaults and stuff going on. I don't need anything later to look forward to. We'll run out all 4 of these nodes in DDQ and go from there. Artem the Quester, is that who jumped on the chat first? Thank you very much. It's been a while, my friend. Hope things are going well for you. I apologize. I'll have to review the chat later. I see it coming through, but I can't see it on my display like usual. So I'll definitely catch up with you here after the video and when I go back and read through the chat, and I can paste my comments in line with you guys. So let's run into the first that required character node. It is against Dr. Octopus and a couple of thugs. This will be fun because we get to use, or have to use, 3-star Loki. So I thought what we'd do is think of a couple of unique 3-star teams that can really take advantage of his abilities. And let's see, who are we thinking of from before? I've used some different Loki teams in the past. Oh yeah, what I was going to do is bring in a couple of, let's see, what's going to work with his countdowns the best, assuming we get match force to the enemy team. I think what we'll do is, since we want match force for the enemy to get so that Loki will create the countdowns, let's play a couple of characters that take advantage of the enemies getting match force, and one of those is definitely Mockingbird, and especially if we have 6 AP in the color they get a match 4 in, we'll earn a free power, and I think that's going to go over pretty well. So we'll try to let the enemy team get match 4s as much as possible, and then to take advantage of all of the countdowns, let's bring in Agent Coulson because he earns AP every time a countdown resolves. So it is a 4-star team with Loki, but you're going to see how fun this can be. Alright, so we're going to... Doc Ock is the only one that makes matches, so we want to keep him in longer than the other two for sure, so he can get some match 4s against us. And you really want to jump out to a lead in AP compared to the enemy team, so I try to look for double or triple color match moves, like usual. There's another double with purple and green. So now we have 6 green and purple, so if the enemy team gets a match 4 in any of those colors, we'll earn a free ability from Mockingbird. Super good ability. We have a way to set up a match 4 if we did that green match there, but we don't have 6 red yet, so let's try to get red with some luck before we set that up, maybe. Now it would set up an extra move. Don't want the enemy team to get a whole lot of extra moves. Let's see, how much yellow do we have? None. Alright, well, continue until we can get 6 AP in different colors that they might be getting Big matches in. Okay, there's our red. Hopefully we can set this up. Alright, they kind of made things a little more difficult from what I was trying to plan. Let's go for... There we go. They're going to get... we don't have any yellow yet, but now when they got a match 4 in yellow, we earn 3 yellow because we couldn't get our free ability played. Let's go for... We're going to get hit by a countdown, but that's alright. We've got all these mischief countdowns that are going to go off. Let's just do red that drops green. What's cool about Coulson is if you have team up, if you have 6 team up, making a match will immediately reduce countdowns on the board. And so you don't have to wait for them to go down. There we go. We got a free mischief played. And so, Artem, I'm glad you're on because you do a lot of new character reviews and some other great stuff in that regard. What do you think about the new announcement? I think you were alluding to it in your chat about the newest characters we get. We heard of 2 characters today, a 4-star and a 5-star, and one of them is Taskmaster. So let me know what you think he's going to look like. I'm looking greatly forward to his ability set because wow, they really put a lot of thought into his abilities. So if you're going to do a review for that, let me know ASAP. Let's go black and yellow here. Try to set these guys up with the match 4 if we can after this. A lot of mischief tiles we're earning. Loki earns steals AP and Coulson generates AP, so every one of those counts down. We could get a whole stack of 4 or 5 AP for each countdown that goes off. It's pretty amazing. Look at our AP stash. We haven't even fired an active ability yet. I'm going to try to win without firing an active ability at all. Let's see. He's going to probably want to match green. Let's take that away. Alright, do we have a way to set up a match 4 here? There we go, in green. Opportunist will trigger, and we get a free bombshell ability. Amazing. And we've had enough team up, and Coulson immediately reduced the bombshell countdowns and a couple of mischief countdowns. And the bombshell went off and ended the match. So I think this will be a fun team to continue on into the next node, into the big enchilada, and see if we can win this whole match without firing any of our active abilities, only letting the passives trigger. I think that'll be kind of fun. We might cheat one time with Coulson's yellow and play his yellow ability. That's probably fair enough. Extra move in yellow, good start. And let's do blue drops yellow. Lucky on the critical. Perfect. So don't let me forget, we want to set the enemy team up with match 4s. There they go. Let's see. So there's a match 4 in red, but there's no reason to let them have it yet because we won't get a free ability out of it. So we'll take this one. What I love about Mockingbird is that her ability works with team up as well, not just colored AP, so that's pretty good. We've got the first set of mischief out there. Black drops blue. Already got a knockout on 2-star Wolverine. Mischief tiles are just stealing away the enemy AP so badly. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so there's a match 4 in black on the board. Is there a way we can keep that lined up by doing something else? Not really. I think we're going to have to mess up the alignment. Let's go purple-blue. All we need is green to get it up to 6, and we'll have our Just about our full AP set guaranteed. Get a red as well. Alright, how can we set up an extra move or a match 4 for them? There it is in the team up on the board, and we have 6 team up. Perfect. Just need to make a match away from that, if possible. Of course, I don't see a match anything other than what's flashing. We've got this yellow here, but that'll misalign it a little bit. Let's take this black. Maybe they'll still get a match 4 out of this team up here somewhere. Nice, Artem. It looks like if you already did the review for Taskmaster, that's great. I can't wait to go and check it out. I will try my best to do that between my video here, the stream here, and running through PvE tonight. Looking forward to it. Thanks for putting that stuff out. You heard it first, guys. Make sure and hit up Artem on YouTube for his videos, and watch back through his old ones and like and favorite those, because we really need to get more people involved in the MPQ community, and getting on YouTube and spreading the word really makes a big difference in the game. I'm not seeing much that we can do for setting up extra moves or match 4s for the enemy in this one. We're just going to continue until there's going to be a point where there's just a ton of ways to do that, I'll bet. Got a knockout on Thor. Here we go. There we go. The board flipped. This should probably do it. Match 4 in blue. Good thing it wasn't Mockingbird that got stunned, so we get a free illusions. Mixes up the board even more. Now, let's plan this out. Trying to get through the whole match without firing an active ability at all. Let's go green. Got a stun for a couple of turns on Loki now, unfortunately, but that's okay. We can deal with the other 2 allies. There. Oh, we had a match 4 in red ready to go. Stealing enemy AP and generating our own. We might finish this match with 30 in each color. Wouldn't that be funny? It's surprising how few match 4s I've been able to set up, actually. Alright. Let's go for... Got another knockout. The Swarm guy's going to be tough to deal with, this Ultron Sentry, because he's going to create a lot of special tiles. So here's the point where I think it's time to play Call the Cavalry. We'll go ahead and do this one. It's a bunch of countdown tiles in different colors, but Coulson has some really good, cool effects on them. So I'm going to set up. It would have been a match 4 in black, but it's going to drop down too far, isn't it? Yep. Since we have a bunch of team up, making these matches is going to count Coulson's countdowns down. Say that a bunch of times fast. There we go. Match 4 in green. We earned a Mischief for free, or a Illusions for free again. I was hoping to get another Bombshell. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Maybe something... This black. We could have got a free match in that black, but thought we would set him up with another match 4. Moonstone's going to go down here pretty quickly, I'll bet. Photon Blast, that'll sting depending on how many red AP is on the board. Red tiles on the board. Moonstone's down. Can we finish this match with firing only the one single power? I think we have a good shot at it. Not that many match 4s against us, actually, which is surprising because when I play this game normally, it's the enemy team gets endless match 4s against me, whether I want them to or not. Almost 30 AP in all colors, and we get the win. Fun. Didn't even fire a power. Does that look like Czar on the chat? That would be great, Czar. How's it going? We're going to do a bunch of DDQ nodes, including the Crash of the Titans here. And then we got a lot of tokens to pull like usual, and then we're going to hit PvP for the Carol event for the night. The Thing is our featured 4-star in the Behemoth burrito. We've also got Captain America and Black Widow. We'll try to get through the entire match without firing a power besides Thing's abilities. And the trick with this matchup is going to be, it might be kind of fun to try to get one of Thing's allies in trouble for a damage power where he will jump in front with his passive yellow ability and place his projectiles. Let's see if we can get that to trigger. So outside of that, we'll also be building up green and red AP for Thing's 2 abilities. They're pretty fun. I wish they did a little more damage than they do. He does have a stun with his red ability. So they're if they get enough red, and if we can find a way to get Cap or Black Widow in front to supposedly take the damage, Thing has more health than they do. He should jump in front and not only take the damage, but then create some pretty strong projectiles. That's the plan anyway. Black Widow, my 2-star, she isn't champed at all. She's basic level, so she has very little health, but that also means she doesn't tank any of her own colors. So we have our red ability ready to go. Working on green. Got both. So we have Thing loaded with his knockout ability in a couple different ways. That's great. What's the enemy team? They need some red. So we'll let them get a little bit of red here. And I need to have a match ready for Cap. So blue or yellow needs to be readily available. See if I can line a yellow match up here quickly before that goes off. Oh, might have spoiled a little bit, but okay. So there's a blue match there. We'll take that. Going to build up some red. Here we go. Cap's up front. They're going to try to shoot me with the red ability from Cyclops. Here comes Optic Blast. And, oh man, it wasn't enough damage to trigger Thing's defense ability. Here, full blast is, that's for sure. So Thing jumps in front for the full blast from Cyclops, which is usually a very destructive power. And now he's created those projectiles of 1,596 total protection, and I think we lost one, so it would have been even a little bit more than that. What's funny is I want to point out that Professor X got invisible, which is a terrible thing to let happen, especially when he only has 95 health remaining. That's pretty funny. But I think we can take care of that right here. Match away his invisibility tile, and the Professor's projectiles probably aren't strong enough to keep him away from danger. Thing is stunned, but I think Cap can even work on him. Okay. Our projectiles are strong enough to make that Optic Blast worth hardly anything, but wow, they are getting a lot of abilities off. Come on, Thing, time to wake up. Alright, well, we're lucky enough again We can match away the invisibility tile that usually is in a terrible spot to try to match it. Another optic blast. Can you believe this team? Wish I could see my chat, guys. I'd be able to keep up with you a little bit better. Let's see if we can take out Professor here. Got him. Things finally back, and that's good because I do believe we can start to end this match here. Let's hit our red ability. It doesn't do as much damage, but it does have a stun component to it. It'll take out Storm. That's fine by me. She's been pretty tricky with that long duration stun on our team. And let's hit Yancey Street Special on Cyclops. I'll turn the animations back on here. And this is pretty big, pretty decent damage. I wish it did a lot more than this, but it also blows a 4x4 hole in the board in a random area, so that can really be helpful to destroy enemy invisibility tiles, protect tiles, or countdowns or whatever. And that's going to do it for Cyclops. And you can get some pretty good cascades out of that drop. We didn't get much of anything that time, but Storm lives through the match just in time for another It's Clobbering time for the win. Alright, at least we got Thing's passive ability to trigger. That was pretty fun. Someone else joined the chat. I'm sorry, I can't read names right now. There's some funny stuff going on with Twitch. And as that might be Eneos. I wish I could tell. If it is, please say hi to everybody else in the chat. I'll come back and review all the comments later. I'm at a time frame where I can't get it fixed in time to get the stream done. Let's get into the Crash of the Titans, which is going to be hopefully a pretty easy one. Let me know how it went for you guys. 4-star Rocket and Groot against Drax. I don't know what their dispute is about, but they don't always get along, I guess. And I think Rocket and Groot is going to take this down pretty quickly. The very interesting thing I want to point out about this matchup is the two different opponents have exactly the opposite colors in their abilities. Normally, Crash of the Titans is designed with at least one, maybe two colors in common between the opponents. So this is just a unique setup, and I have a support on Rocket and Groot. It's the support is called the Milano. It's usually pretty helpful in non-PvP matches. You start the match with a countdown tile, and then it does damage depending on how many Guardians you have in the team. And here it won't matter much, but at least you get the strike tiles adding to the damage when it resolves. Zara, yeah, I can see your comments there. I apologize, I can't read them. I can just barely see who's writing them. So I'll reply to you guys in a little while, but keep it up as long as everybody else is chatting along. That's even better because I don't pay well enough attention anyway. Rick is easily distracted playing MPQ if you didn't know. So for this matchup, Drax has a pretty strong red, especially if I have over 90% health, it does extra damage, and a pretty good black for going against Rocket and Groot in normal cases. But our strike tiles are just going to be too strong. I mean, we're getting 1,300 match damage every turn here, and while we have enough strikes on the board. So I'm just going to go for our colors instead of worrying about keeping his away. And well, we lost our countdown tile to the bad luck. I don't think Drax's purple ability is going to be too much of a threat. Let's go for another green. We need one more single green AP. There's his purple. He creates a strike tile, and it's kind of a strong one, but it builds a lot more strength if there's countdowns on his team out on the board. Well, he doesn't create his own countdowns at all, so I think that's kind of a little bit of a strange design, probably more designed for him to play along with Star-Lord, and both Rocket and Groot and Gamora in the 4-star realm also create a countdown. Let's get our green qualified here, and this is going to be the beginning of the end for Drax. Let's play. Don't push this button. It's a great ability. It is hilarious. The animation is amazing. It's a countdown tile that does a bunch of damage when it goes off to the enemy team, but if it's matched away, it does damage to both teams. Less to us, more to them, but it's still worth trying to avoid. Let's take this red away from Drax. He matches away his own countdown. There is little Groot running through making matches for us. We do get the AP and the damage for little Groot's matches. It's so good so much of a good deal. Here's a double move. Still getting over 800 damage per turn. Probably a little less now. We lost the strike tile. But with little Groot making extra matches for us, we're almost ready to win. One more turn left on the atomic bomb. Let's keep it safe. I want to get this blue match, but that would make our atomic bomb in an unsafe position. But you know what? That would almost be more fun, wouldn't it? Let's do this. Let's see if we do this match, if little Groot matches the green. Oh, it dropped too far. It's unmatchable. We're going to win right here. Would have been funny if little Groot could have matched it and caused the damage to both teams. But that is a nice and easy win. I'll take the legendary recruit token. Hopefully you guys are having similar luck. Let me know how it's going for you. We're done with DDQ for the day. Let's get out of here and into our tokens. We got a bunch of heroics again, 16 of them. That's the odds number you want to try to get a 4-star. We might have a shot at it. Got 25 standards. Let's just run out about 22 of these, or we'll stop when we get a 3-star. Yep, I just tried again to reload the comments, and I just can't get into them, guys, so I'll catch up with you guys later, but that doesn't mean you can't talk to each other, and I really appreciate how you guys really have the great interaction between each other on the stream. Makes it all the better for everyone watching, even people watching the video later. They can see the comments on the video replays on Twitch. We'll run about 10 more of these or less and see if we can get the 3-star, then we'll move on. It's probably been a little while. I think I'm due to get the 3-star plus the bonus from the standard tokens here soon. Can go long stretches without it. Usually about 1 in 43. There it is. See, every time I start complaining and get a little gripey, they find a way to keep it happy, and we get Falcon and a bonus Doctor Strange. Awesome. Okay, we'll leave those tokens for later. Let's get into the elites. I'm thinking we'll get 2 gold out of these 7. What do you think? Odds are about 1 in 4 of getting a 3-star, so I'm not predicting too out of control, I don't think. Not yet, though. A lot of 2-stars. Might get all 2-stars this time. Yep, that's all right. If we're going to lose out on luck on one of the stores, let's keep it handy for the heroics when we come back and do it there. That would be awesome. Up to 67 latest legends now with that token from the crash. Very nice. And since they revealed 2 new characters in a row, we are getting 4-star Taskmaster. Like Artem mentioned at the beginning of the video, make sure and run out on the YouTube links and hit up Artem to watch his review of the new character. And the next character that they announced is a 5-star already, which is going to be one, if they have a cycle of a 4-star, 4-star, then a 5, this is going to be one character early, and that's fine with me because it is announced it's going to be Cable, from most notably from the Deadpool 2 movie and a lot of other stuff from the comics. So Cable looks like he's going to be awesome, and I can't say enough about Taskmaster's abilities list. It's the biggest list in the game for the total ability choices. Honor Among Thieves is the event that opens tonight for me. You guys might have been in it already. Here's the one-time draw. Let's do it. Just a 2-star, no problem. We'll have a lot more tokens to pull there, but I like to get that daily in. And Thick as Thieves ends tonight. Maybe we can get something nearly as good as last time out of this vault. We spiked the legendary token. Top prize. Crazy viewer luck. Rolling good. Would not mind one of those Agent Venom covers. X23's in there. And a couple of 3 support tokens. I don't think we've hit a support in a while. Maybe we're due to hit one right here. Nope, just 2-star cap. If you're just jumping on the chat, I greatly appreciate it. I can't quite read the comments very much right now. I can just make out the names with a little bit of a Twitch error. So thank you so much for being on. I will catch the comments later, but talk amongst yourselves, and it'd be a good time to make fun of me because I can't read what you're saying. And there's usually a lot of material out there to make fun of Rick. So have at it. That'd be great. Well, we're going to pull our heroics here. And don't let me forget, I got to collect a shield rank right before we add in our character levels. So I need to do that right when we're done with the heroics. We have 16 of them. There's odds are 1 in 16 for a 4-star. So I feel pretty good like we're going to hit a 4-star this run through. Let's go. If you think we're going to get a 4-star from this run, tell me which poll number you think it's going to be out of the 16. We've done 3. Might be number 5 for Adam. Lucky 5, it seems like. Nope, not this time. Adam did call 5 on our last draw of classics and got me a Banner Hulk 5-star cover. That was awesome. Running a lot of 2-stars here. We got to pick up the pace on the luck. There it is. What did I say? Did I start to get a little bit gripey? And we get a Spider-Man plus a bonus Doctor Strange. That's going to put Strange up toward the top of his character leveling. We'll have to see where he's at. Can we get another gold before we're done here? And then we're going to get into some PvP action before I run out of time for my own PvE run. Last token. It's gold. 3-star though. And it's cap. Perfect. Okay, we'll do the daily draw just because. And it's gold. What a shot at the 100 hero point discounted pull. Absolutely worth it for the Punisher cover there. All right, so I had been. We're going to talk a little bit about what we've been doing with either classics or latest legendaries. I crossed the threshold of 2,200 command points last video, so we pulled some classic legends, and that was great. And I said the next time we're going to get over, I'll kind of do it in a ladder deal. When I get over 2,400, we'll pull until we get a 5-star. And so we're going to put the brakes on that idea a little bit because with the new 5-star coming out about 2 weeks sooner than we thought, I'm going to save command points for a 5-star special store. In that special store, they've announced that it's going to be Jessica Jones. Oh no, not Cable's release store. We don't know who will be with Cable yet, but there's a anniversary favorites store that's going to include Jessica Jones and Old Man Logan and Doctor Strange, who I need covers on. So I might save some command points for that. I don't necessarily need a lot of covers on Jessica or OML, but so we'll see. So we're going to wait on classics until maybe the anniversary runs through. All right, character levels. I want to take a quick look, and then I'll collect my shield rank. Let's sell out the 1-stars and just see how many 2-stars I got in here. 77 2-stars in here. Or that might have been, no, that's the total of everybody. Let's collect this shield rank, guys. I got to get it out of here. We're at level 151. And we're at the threshold where it's 80,000 ISO each level now. That's awesome. And we're real close to hitting the next rank of 152 in just about 7,100 experience points away. Perfect. Okay. Now with that done and the ISO in, we're back over 900,000 total. 2 stars. There was only a couple I wanted to add levels in here. I'll save the rest for myself later. Trying to work Hawkeye up. Next cover for him is a Hawkeye. Cool. Wolverine in the 140s. And that's about it, but I wanted to look at the bottom. Yeah, Moonstone, I have 1 day left on. You know what, while we're here, let's do something. I need to get those Moonstone covers taken care of because I'll probably be a little bit busy tomorrow to keep track of things. Let's do it here. I need to sell Moonstone, and we'll champion another 2-star. I always try to sell one and champ one on the same day, so it's kind of a 1-for-1 deal. Who are we going to champion? I think it's going to be Bullseye. He's the one he's the essential 2-star character in the next event. He's got 36 covers saved. That'll be a pretty good run of rewards back at us. 5,000 additional, and there we go. You can click on the screen and run through these levels pretty quick. That's one other reason why I wanted to get that shield rank out of the way, or we would have had 2 in a row there. I like to normally collect the shield ranks on a day when I champion a character, and we did champ a 4-star limited character in the last video. So if you didn't see that, I won't spoil it, but you should check it out if you can. It's kind of fun. We took that character into PvP and did some good stuff. Alright, so now Bullseye's leveled up, and we just need to get 1 Moonstone rostered, and then I won't lose track of what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's go to the 3 stars. We just got all 3 of the Bullseyes from 2-star Bullseye. Great, let's add them in. Because legendary token at level 257 and a couple more rewards. Real good when you hit the 250 levels. Alright, Punisher goes up to 178 and more. Oh, keep going, buddy. At 183, it's a good level. Max Punisher and 1 more level for that guy. Cap, we're saving covers on. I'll champ him soon. He's up to 3 saved. Got Cap and Hood and She-Hulk and Kamala all duplicated at 13 covers plus some saved. And I'll champ them when I need to make a run on legendary tokens for doing the champing process. Level on Spidey. Great. Let's go down to Sam Wilson. 100 hero points there. And Loki, 220. As soon as we're done with this, guys, we'll get into some PvP action for a little while. Gray Suit Black Widow hits 248. Hulk goes up to a bit more. He was a event reward recently. 10 command points for that level. Very good. Thank you, sir. And the couple of Doctor Strange takes him up to 265. And for the Nova cover, and 266 for the legendary token. Perfect. Alright, I knew that was getting close to top, and that is the second time we've gotten Doctor Strange as a max champion. I did sell my other version of him knowing this guy wouldn't be far behind, so the next cover we get for Doctor Strange, we'll have to duplicate him again. Nice. Don't let me forget I need to change my bonus heroes, but not yet. Nova, that we just got from Doctor Strange, gets us another legendary token. Perfect cycle of rewards, 18,000 health on Nova. Couple of Captain Marvels that we got from PvP ending last night, 321 and 322 on Captain Marvel. Only a couple more levels and she'll hit 20,000 health. Not bad. Medusa, wait till you see this, guys. My second highest 4-star character overall. She hits level 337, 5,000 ISO is the reward, and has 22,200 health now. Fantastic. A lot of fun in her PvP event, but man, it was a drain on health packs. I am glad that one is over for a while. No 5 stars to deal with today. We're done with character leveling. I think that went pretty well. Let's do some PvP. We got time for 3, maybe 4 fights. Let's do it. Fight and Flight here, featuring Carol. And let's see, there's some really tough teams, but what's fun is you can win with Carol against 5 stars, because she is Carol Danvers is basically a 4.5 star, or even a 4.8 star if you want to call it that. She's so good. We only need, let's see, 75 points, 76 points to get to the command point level. So let's go ahead and take on this guy. He's worth quite a bit of points to us at the moment. We'll fight with Carol, and I want to use the boosted 4s for fun. In fact, maybe what we'll do is we'll bring in Blade, and you know what? Let's do it. Let's bring in Kitty Pryde. I had a video before where I said we were going to use her, and then we ran a little short on time. I kind of forgot to squeeze her in. But this is going to be... Hopefully we can get Blade to create his strike tiles, and then eventually Kitty Pryde will be able to buff their strength. And we're taking on a pretty tough team with Carol, Okoye, and Thor in it. So whenever you take on a Carol team, make sure you know the enemy's strongest team is either green or black. You got to take a look. It is green. Our strongest color is... How interesting. Those 2 levels I put on Carol made her just strong enough, because previously when I ran this... Oh, let's see. Yeah, when I ran this previously, 319, 318 was our... Yellow was our strongest color because of Kitty Pryde. But now, Carol passed her up and tied her with black, and now that's her strongest color. I'll take it. That's not bad. So here's the thing. We have to keep the enemy team away from green. But we have a green light on matching our own black. That's real nice. Look at that Carol, over 80,000 health. So, clarify, if we match black, they get green, which is bad. So I matched the black early on, and now I have to make sure I don't do that. There is a match 4 in green that would set up a match 4 in black. I don't want to give that away, but I can't let them get the match 4 in green, so I'm going to just ruin the alignment like that. Yeah, we're going to have to be very careful here. So Blade's green is going to do really well for us. But I think what we really better make a rush on is red. I wanted to let red build up on the board so Blade would start creating a lot of strike tiles, but I really don't think with this team's strongest color change, I don't think I have time to let red build up on the board. They're just going to match it away and give us a lot of trouble. They're up to 6 black, so I really need to find a way to get Carol knocked out quickly as possible. Well, we have 3 black. What we need is a match 4 that gets us a single black. Then I think we'll be in business. Let's just do something normal. They got green. That gives us 4 black for the energy absorption. So I think we're on track here. If we can find a way to get a single black AP, we can really work Carol down. Oh, there we go. 10 green though. We have enough black to play our photonic barrage. Absolutely throw that out immediately. And we have enough yellow to immediately take that down to 0 if we need to. And hit Carol on the enemy team with it to take her out. We gotta watch green. They have 10 already. Super dangerous for Thor's team damage ability. Now we're going to get strike tiles every turn on random colors. And once we get 4 out there, Kitty Pryde is going to buff the strength of those tiles. There's a black match and I can't take it because that would give him enough green if I take the black match. Isn't that rough? And then if Carol takes the black match, she'll be able to play her own Photonic Barrage. So we're in a really tough spot here. I think what I'll have to do is... What do we do, guys? Man. I think we'll just take a team up there. They get black. Now I'm in big trouble. Carol's going to be able to play her ability on the next turn. She doesn't have any yellow, so she won't be able to instantly down that countdown that she places. Let's line up. Let's get a red match. I hate to lose a strike tile, but that lines up a black match. So if she plays her black in a matchable location, she may take the fortification away. Nope, that really backfired. So now our countdown is very vulnerable. But they don't have any yellow. Okay, so let's do this match right here. So that'll make the black unmatchable. Our countdown should live to the next turn, and we won't have to spend any yellow to instantly resolve that countdown. That's probably not a bad deal. We're taking pretty good damage, but there's a Photonic Barrage. Well over 40,000. Huge, huge hit on the enemy Carol, and now we're going to be in pretty good shape to start taking over in this match. We only have 6 red. We need a red match. Let's do purple. And the very next match should be able to eliminate Carol. At the same time, we get our tile buffing in from Kitty Pryde. Perfect. Let's play red here. Carol goes down. Now we've got Bloodlust running for... Nice. 16,000 because of the strength of those strike tiles. We are in business now. Let's play phase from Kitty Pryde. That's going to create a couple of projectiles. I should have played that a while ago, but I was trying to be real safe with our yellow, making sure we had enough to instantly resolve Carol's countdown if we needed to. There's their green. Now we're in trouble. Out of nowhere, the green dropped from the sky. We took a hit on Thor. So we have to see what we have for team-ups. Interesting. What are we going to do here? Take cover is a really good ability to turn everyone invisible on your team, but Thor's AoE damage should be able to hit us, except for one thing. If we're invisible, he won't have any active targets, and I don't know if it'll allow him to play it. You can hit invisible targets with an AoE ability, but if there's none out there, what do we do? Let's just play it and see what happens. Take cover from... It's going to do pretty good damage too, by the way. 16,000, and we're invisible. That's so perfect. We don't have to worry about this. Thor is out as soon as he got his green ready to fire. Koya cannot hurt us for a couple of turns, and Bloodlust is just going to run rough. We have to find a way to get a little more red to keep that Bloodlust going. She's going to be able to heal now, unfortunately. So she has enough yellow to heal. It's a heal based on how many team-ups are on the board. There's a decent number of team-up, not a whole lot. Have to lose a strike tile, I think. Let's do it. Indomitable Spirit. 18,000 healing. That's pretty rough, but I think we're going to really start wearing her down regardless. Last turn of invisibility, I believe. Black's her strongest color, and so is ours. So that qualifies for Carol's passive ability, and man, we are on track to take out this tough team. Good job with Kitty and friends. That's a win. All right. Didn't lose anybody. Close on Kitty, but not too bad on Carol and Blade. And we'll move on to another battle here, which should be enough points to get us the command points. And then we'll play another fight after this. This guy, let's see, he just hit us for 30 against a 4-star team. That's okay. This team is pretty tough with the Deadpool. Because if we qualify for our team damage, Deadpool's going to hit us back for 2 of his retaliations. Yeah, let's take on this team. Wasp isn't going to be too tough since she's not boosted. Cloak and Dagger is, so let's do this. We'll bring in our own Cloak and Dagger. There's a huge risk here because both teams' strongest color is very likely to be black. And if Cloak and Dagger is putting a lot of black on the board for us and we get matches, it's going to do team damage. But 2 of these characters can heal. Cloak and Dagger's already a little injured. I better heal them up and let's go. Okay. I think Carol should be our primary target to take out first. And there's a match 4 in purple. Better do that. And I think what we'll do with this purple, yeah, we better switch over to play Pocket Dimension and have Cloak out in front. So we're not going to be playing a lot of black tiles on the board. If with Cloaks in front, we'll play yellow onto the board. That way we don't accidentally get black matches that we didn't want. And let's do... Which way should we do the match? Probably yellow is probably the safest way. There's remains with black matches on the board. And while there's a lot of yellow on the board, Cloak and Dagger is going to continue to heal. It'd be nice to keep them in front for a while. Trying to avoid black. They'll probably take a black match. There it is. Energy manipulation damage is crazy with Carol at these levels. So good. Now, do we have any matches that aren't black? Look at this board. I think every single match is a black match that we can make. There's nothing else we can do. No red, green, yellow, purple, team up. Man, seriously. Okay, well, we're going to get hit with some team damage. Let's go for this one. Our Carol's a little bit higher level, so it's not as much damage as what we're doing to them. Black, team damage. Wasp is going to go down on the enemy team. Awesome. And when that happens, we also get black AP for it, so we'll play our countdown. And let's do this. We've got... Yeah, we'll keep Cloak and Dagger up front here. She's got enough to fire off her own ability, so we better try... Uh-oh, look out. Knocked themselves right out of the game. I love Carol against Carol teams. And Adam, if you're watching this, that is exactly why I run Carol at 5-3-5, excuse me, instead of 5-5-3 like a lot of other people do. Didn't get much action out of X-23. It's nice to have them matching red, so she'll heal every time she matches her colors that are icon or on them, which in this case is only red. She doesn't have the strongest purple since Cloak and Dagger does. Let's end it with Pocket Dimension. Nice win there. No damage taken except for to Carol, I guess. 35 points. Crosses is over 575 point level to get to 583 for the 10 command points. we'll do one more fight and have to call it a day. This is going to be pretty tough. Should we take on a Deadpool team? I think we will. This will be fun. We'll bring in our own Deadpool with Carol. I better heal her this time. And do we need a 5-star on the team for the advantage, or should we just play a mirror team with Blade again? Let me think. If we do an ability in red, we'll probably just let Blade's red run. So I'll keep Deadpool at 355 in that case. I like to think of the full team as a composition. That way we can get a lot of use out of his passive potentially at cover level 5 in Deadpool's black. Okay, so team colors are very likely to match strongest colors, and that's probably black because of Carol, but let's take a quick look. Black and black again. Not a lot of black on the board, only 4 total tiles. And this looks rough. There's a whole lot of red. So we're going to need to attack Deadpool first. Definitely. Is there any way to get a double move of red? I don't really see it. We should also work for green. There's not a lot of green matches. Let's go yellow and red here. Gotta get red matched away quickly because those strike tiles are going to add up so fast. And once again, guys, sorry I can't read the chat, but I appreciate you you guys interacting with each other until I can later. Okay, how much red am I going to have right here? I'm going to qualify my 9 red already. And that is a very good thing, but the problem is, if Blade starts doing his passive ability, he's going to hit teams that Deadpool retaliates for. We're going to get into a retaliation match. That might be kind of fun. Okay, our Blade's going to strike someone randomly. It was Deadpool. That's actually perfect because that's the only hit that he doesn't retaliate for, surprisingly enough. So let's go for yellow. Another shot from Blade coming. On to Carol. There's an X-Enforcer. So I want that to hit Blade if I could, but I don't have a way for Blade to take the damage. He isn't strong enough to tank red or green or black over the other 2 characters. So that means the X-Enforcer damage is going to hit one of our friends, and I guess we'll let it hit Carol. And this is going to be a back and forth match of X-Enforcer between the 2 Deadpools. Pretty funny. When the countdown resolves, another hit. When the countdown resolves, though, Carol will strengthen her strike tiles, but we're in a huge advantage now. Their Deadpool is out. So let's keep the red rolling. And I think this is going to go real quickly now. Hit on Carol. All right. Take that strike tile out. That's 9 green. Hopefully this hits Blade. It did. Whew. That was close. He had his 9 green ready to fire for his team damage ability. Purple. She can match black. She did. Big hit on Carol, and that was a fun win for sure. Nice job. Guy with a excellent name. I'm not sure if that's a different language or more of a faceplant on the keyboard. All right, Fight and Flight. We've got a good start in there, over 600 points. We're heading toward the top 10 position so far, but it's early. There's a well over a day left remaining in the event. We'll get a lot more fights in. Let me know how the Carol event is going for you. We had some pretty lucky runs thanks to the viewer luck in that match so far. Sometimes those can go very downhill fast because Carol is tough on both sides. Guys, I got to end it there. I appreciate you being on the stream. I will check the chat later and interject my comments along. But I appreciate everything you do in the being on the stream live, chatting and watching the videos later, and liking and following is so helpful. If you need more Twitch and MPQ, make sure and head up our great guys that do it every day. Eneos04 Adam0519, Kill Power, and Kevin 8-Bit Forever. Make sure and like and follow those guys as well. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please watch Artem the Quester and Mr. MPQ. Those guys are fantastic. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.